Hey, Reece here. I wanted to record a really quick video going over the Black Friday Cyber Monday deal that I'm running right now for my one-on-one mentorship for agency owners. Now, there are 5 slots available. I'm going to quickly go through what's included, and this video should be quite far to help you understand really what you would get. Okay, so first things first is for marketing agency owners around the 3 to 10K a month mark who are looking to get to 20 to 30K within the next 6 months without all of the chaos that typically comes with it. Now, in one sentence, I help agency owners sign 20 high-ticket clients in 6 months by fixing their offer, outreach, and sales systems, and building the ops and team that they need to support sustainable 20 to 30K months. And I've done this many times before. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a second. First things first, what do we actually build together? Well, by the end of the mentorship, you will have a clear premium offer that your ideal clients actually want and are willing to pay high ticket for. A simple outreach and booking system that books sales calls every week, and you can pretty much book as many as little calls as you really want on your calendar, just depending on your goals for that particular week or month. You also have a sales process that converts at between 20 to 40% of qualified calls, so you're actually closing more deals and making more money for the calls that you are booking. And you also get the delivery and operations that you need to handle 20 clients so you can actually scale without burning out. A lot of chaos typically comes with hitting that level, but we figured out a way to get there without really burning out. And a lot of that comes from the support of teams, automations, delegations, and stuff like that. You also get a weekly numbers dashboard, so you'll know exactly what you need to do each day. And this is really important for having more predictability and actually hitting your goals, especially when you're looking to get to that 20 to 30K a month mark. Now, how does the mentorship actually work? Well, first things first, this is a high touch one-on-one mentorship. It's not just some big group where you enter a big group course and get lost, okay? It's a one-on-one mentorship with you and I directly working on your agency. We'll get weekly locked in one-on-one calls. These will be hopefully at the same time every week so we can keep momentum and you don't forget to kind of book in. I used to have these so people could just book them in whenever they want. But I figured with time, what's much better is just to have a weekly scheduled slot on the calendar. We both attend, we both have the momentum, we both know what we're focused on, and we can work really well directly together. You also have a done with you build out. So what we're going to do is literally build out your offer, your outreach, and your sales assets together. It's kind of like me coming in as a partner with the agency while we're working together. Okay. You also have direct WhatsApp access to me. I say Monday to Friday, but quite frankly, that's just to protect myself in case I need a weekend off. Usually I'm there pretty much daily for any questions, voice notes, and quick decisions that you need between calls. If you have something urgent that pops up, you can always just send me a line. I can get right back to you. We'll track your numbers weekly and adjust the plan based on real data, not just vibes. Okay. A lot of what people do is they'll do some outreach during the quiet periods. They'll get some clients, then they will stop so they can fulfill the clients, and then they will start losing money. So they'll quickly go ahead and start ranking up their outreach again. We're not going to have any of that because that leads to that feast and famine kind of cycle. And we don't like that. Okay. We like consistency where you know what's coming into the business, you have the cash flow to support yourself and your other ventures or your lifestyle, whatever it is that you want. And we'll have that real data there so we know what we need to be doing each day, each week, each month to hit our goals. And I'll work with you up to 12 months until you're at 15K a month, which is about 19.8K USD, so almost 20K. And that, by the way, is a guarantee. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about that more in a second. By the way, this is also performance aligned, meaning that you only pay 50% upfront to get started. You pay the initial half. You don't have to pay everything all at once, just 50% to get started. And only once you've got an ROI, once you start making that money back, that's when the second 50% is due. And this really holds me accountable financially to making sure that you're succeeding. And again, you're not just joining some massive group course and getting lost, which this is not it. And oh, by the way, I'll also walk you through the exact structure and the numbers on the call. So if you and I have a call together, if we haven't already, we'll go through exactly what this looks like in way more detail for your specific situation. So if we haven't had one of those calls, just booking one of those calls with me and we can go in through this in a little bit more detail for your specific situation. All right. Now, especially for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, just really quickly, what's actually different about this offer? First things first, for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I'm only offering this for 5 agency owners. Okay, there's not going to be any more. And the reason for that is because of the upgraded, more hands-on support than what I usually have offered in the past. So first things first, because it is Black Friday, you are going to get a 20% discount on the investment/joining fee. So that gets knocked off the investment that you typically pay. So that's the first things there. As I've said, there's only 5 spots because it's deliberately small, and really, really hands-on. And you'll get these one-on-one calls that I spoke about for an extended period. Okay, so you actually get more time working with me than in a standard offer. Typically, it's 6 months. This is going to be 9 months. So you're going to get free extra more months to work with me directly, just so we can have more time, more stability to actually hit that run rate of that 20 to 30K a month. And again, not have this inconsistency that some people do typically see when they're scaling. All right. Now, again, I want to stress this in case it's not clear enough. This is entirely done with you offer and outreach build. So for the first few weeks, I'll basically be treating your agency just like it's mine, as I said, like a partner coming in. We'll refine and rebuild your core offer so we can sell something high ticket. We'll rewrite your outreach scripts and your angles, whatever you need on your outreach to book more meetings. We'll set your daily targets, KPIs, and tracking sheet. You'll get direct access to me on WhatsApp for fast feedback and decision support between calls. This is usually hosted on School, but for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you get it with me on WhatsApp for the 5 that sign up. And after the first few weeks that I mentioned up here, you'll of course continue to get these perks. It's just that we require more setup during the first few weeks, and that's where we work even more intensively together and building the initial systems. Once they're set up, you're still going to get all of the sales call reviews, your sales coaching, all of the rewrites that you need for your outreach. You and I will hop on calls, have chats, whatever we need to rewrite those together and make sure they're as perfect as possible and really hitting that KPI and booking as many meetings as you want to be booking. Now, really, quite honestly, this Black Friday Cyber Monday offer is designed less to feel like another program and more like having a fractional operator in your corner for the next 9 to 12 months, right? Like I'm really going to be working one-on-one intensively with you. And again, we're basically going to build your agency together. You're not just going to be by yourself anymore. You're joining some call, hoping the guy shows up and hoping you get good information. Like you and I are actually going to be treating it like it's basically like a life or death situation, like building this agency together hand in hand, pretty much. All right. Really quickly, a few client wins just so you actually know and trust that I know what I'm talking about. First things first, if you go to agencysurge.com/results, we've got a few on there. I'll let you go ahead and visit that website in the meantime. And by the way, I have a lot more that I need to add. So just really quickly to scroll through this old asset that I have. I've helped Johnny Kim generate over 11K a month. Oliver Sharp is doing over 25K a month and booking meetings every day. Mikhail is signing over 3K a month. Retainers sliding to 12K. I'm just going to really quickly rapid run through this. This is 9 to 12K a month. Mohammed's booking 36 calls a month. Blake, 10 to 12 meetings a week. And we've got people booking meetings every day. We've got people signing clients every day, signing their first ever clients. By the way, for people that have never signed a client before, this does work for you as well. Signing these high ticket clients, 3K a month. Blake signing multiple clients a week. Like this just goes on and on and on and on and on. And quite frankly, because the systems work so well, we have people that come in and they've never signed a client before and they sign their first. Even people that have never successfully booked a meeting. I say that with a little laugh in my mouth. I don't mean to say it like that, but the truth is just so many people struggle booking meetings these days, and we've completely eradicated that problem. Okay, if you come into the mentorship, you're not going to have any problem booking qualified meetings, and because of the sales training you're going to have no problem actually closing those deals. And because of all of the ops and the team that I help you build out and the delivery systems, you're also going to not have any issues fulfilling the work and actually getting incredible results for your clients. Now, really quickly, who this is for and who this isn't for. So this is for you if you run a marketing agency or you're at the last steps of really getting your agency together, 100% you want to do it and you're willing to like pull the trigger and go fully on board. This is for you, okay? If you're doing around 3 to 10K a month and want a simple, honest path to get to 20 to 30K, this is also for you. If you're willing to send messages, take calls, and improve your sales skills. Now, this is not just some little magic get-rich-quick scheme. Like you're gonna have to do some work. I will help you offload your outreach and your sales, but initially, at least, you are gonna have to do some of this yourself, and you have to be willing to do that. Okay. If you want clarity, structure, and high-touch support, not just more information, and you're ready to be held accountable weekly and actually execute. But this is not for you if you just want a simple magic button without doing any outreach. It's not going to work. If you're not willing to take sales calls and actually work on improving your offer and your outreach, it's not going to work. And if you're looking for a massive group community that you can just hide in, this is also not going to work for you. All right. But if you are interested in taking up one of these Black Friday Cyber Monday spots, just DM me the letters BFCM, Black Friday Cyber Monday, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever I sent you this video. Or just click the link or the button below this video if you're watching on the website, so you can schedule a call with me directly. Now, on the call, firstly, we're going to build out your agency from where you are now to 20 to 30K a month. Okay, I want to make sure that you have a really clear plan and we know exactly what we would be doing if we did work together. If we don't have a plan, we're not going to do it. Okay, but we'll make sure that we got a plan first. And if we're both committed to the plan and we both want to do it, we'll also walk through the mentorship, how it works, what the performance aligned fee looks like. And then, of course, decide together if the Black Friday Cyber Monday cohort spots is a good fit for you right now, based on where you're at, based on where you want to get to, and just, really based on your particular scenario and your situation right now, okay? I want to make it super clear, these calls are with me directly. I'm not a salesperson. It's me. So we're going to be speaking one-on-one, and that's important because if we're going to be working one-on-one in the mentorship together, we need to make sure that we kind of like each other. And more importantly, I need to make sure I can help you. So that's what these calls are for, and they're quite intensive, all right? In short, the goal is to sign 20 plus high ticket clients within the next 6 months and have all of the systems and infrastructure you need to do that. The timeout or the timeline is between 9 to 12 months to stabilize at 20 to 30K a month. So you've got it consistently and you're hitting it each month. And you don't need to worry about those ups and downs that come anymore. And how do we do it? We do it via the one-on-one mentorship. We build out all of the systems, infrastructure, to get with the training, everything that you need from me, including feedback and support, to actually hit this target, okay? And for the Black Friday Cyber Monday, as I've said, there are only 5 slots available. So if you're interested, if this piques your interest in the slightest and you want to see if it's the right thing for you, just book in a call with me. It's pretty casual, pretty chill, and it's with me directly, so we can actually have a look at your agency, see if it's the right fit, and if it is, we can take action on this. So if you're interested, book in a call with me. We'll speak one-on-one. And if you've got any questions, just message me. But aside from that, I appreciate you getting to the end of this video, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon.